In the quiet town of Ossett, Michael Taylor was known as a family man. But then, he claimed something took control of him. Before everything changed, he showed signs of extreme behavior, uncontrollable anger, sudden personality shifts. Desperate local priests attempted an all-night exorcism. They claimed multiple entities were inside him, but they stopped the ritual too early. Hours later, something terrible happened. Michael later said he wasn't himself, with no memory of the event, only a chilling recollection of distant warring voices. When authorities arrived, the town was shrouded in a confused silence. Was it a psychological breakdown, or had the priests unleashed something they couldn't contain? Investigators were baffled. Evidence was contradictory, and crucial records from the scene mysteriously malfunctioned. The ritual was incomplete. It wasn't over. And somewhere, something listened. The case of Anna Eklund is one of the most documented in American history. Her ordeal stretched across decades, a grueling and terrifying saga. From a young age, Anna showed disturbing signs. She developed a profound fear of religious objects. Her behavior became erratic and unexplained. Over time, her condition drastically worsened. She reportedly spoke in languages she had never learned. Her voice would shift, becoming guttural and unrecognizable. Witnesses said she displayed unnatural strength, overpowering several adults. During the exorcisms, she reacted with extreme violence. It took multiple, exhausting sessions to complete the rites. And even then, after the final prayers were said, people questioned if the ordeal had truly ended. The clergy involved reported feeling a heavy spiritual toll. Her case became a benchmark, shaping how later events were understood. But for Anna, the silence that followed left lingering doubts. Was she truly free, or was something left behind? The strange case of Robbie Mannheim, a young boy from Maryland, began quietly, almost innocently. It started with small things, easily dismissed, tapping sounds at night, scratching from deep inside the walls. Then objects began moving on their own. Robbie's behavior changed quickly and drastically. He screamed in different guttural voices. Painful marks appeared on his skin, like something was writing on him from within. Desperate, his family called in priests. During the exorcism, witnesses said his bed shook violently. He spoke words no one could understand. At one point, he broke restraints no child should be able to break. Then suddenly, it stopped. Weeks passed. The house felt normal. Almost. Doctors, priests, and neighbors all told different conflicting stories of what they witnessed. Robbie recovered, but the family claimed the tapping sometimes returned. Some nights, just one knock. Then, an unnerving silence. In 2011, LaToya Ammons and her 3 children moved into a small rental house in Gary, Indiana, hoping for a fresh start. They were a normal family, but the house they chose would change everything. Soon, strange footsteps echoed through empty rooms. Doors slammed on their own, and dark, shadowy figures were seen lurking in the hallways. Then the children began acting differently, speaking in deep, guttural voices. One official report claimed a child walked up a wall, backwards. Doctors, police, and even social workers witnessed inexplicable events. Some believed it was psychological, a shared delusion. Others, including a police captain, refused to return to the house. The family eventually fled, but the story didn't end there. Neighbors whispered about lights flickering on inside at night. Investigators recorded cold spots and failing batteries. A new family toured the place, then left, without a word. The house still stands, quiet, waiting. Would you spend a night inside? When we first brought her in, she seemed completely normal, almost unnervingly so. She was calm, articulate, clearly educated. But as the investigation deepened, things began to change in ways we couldn't explain. She spoke languages she had never learned, fluently, revealed deeply personal details about total strangers. Objects would move around her when no one was looking. Witnesses claimed she knew things she couldn't possibly know. During the exorcism, her voice shifted completely. At times it was calm, almost melodic, then suddenly, violently aggressive. When it ended, the room felt colder. Records contradicted themselves, equipment failed without reason. For days, electronics flickered whenever she neared. Some cases close on paper, but they never really end in practice. And sometimes, it follows you home. In 1906, at a mission school in South Africa, lived a young orphan named Clara Germana Sele. She was a quiet, ordinary student until one day at 16, Clara changed overnight. Suddenly she could speak and understand languages she had never learned, including German, French, and Polish. She revealed the darkest, most intimate secrets and sins of complete strangers, people she had never even met. And she showed a terrifying, unnatural strength that no one could explain, easily overpowering grown men. She reacted violently to holy objects, without even seeing them. During a 2-day exorcism, her voice kept changing, shifting between guttural growls and high-pitched animalistic sounds. Those who saw it said, the thing inside her didn't feel human. The case of Roland Doe is one of America's most documented possessions. For the unassuming boy from Maryland, it began with strange, unexplainable noises echoing from his room at night. Then came the terrifying physical manifestations, deep red scratches appearing on his body as if from an unseen hand. Soon, the unseen force grew bolder. Objects moved on their own. Soon, he started speaking in guttural, different voices. During the exorcism, witnesses said the bed shook violently. Then suddenly, it all stopped. The boy returned to normal, but no one could explain why. Whispers lingered in the hospital halls, notes filled with symbols no one claimed. Clergy gathered, uncertain, resolute. Restraints creaked, though no one touched them. Pages turned to prayers and pleas. Shadows hung longer than they should. By spring, the room sat still. Memories were packed away, carefully. Some said faith closed the chapter. Others swore the door never fully closed. In the sweltering summer of 1977, New York City was paralyzed by fear. A killer known as the Son of Sam was on the loose, and headlines screamed with each new attack. When police finally arrested a quiet postal worker, the story he told was stranger than anyone could have imagined. His name was David Berkowitz. He claimed an ancient, demonic voice controlled his every move. This voice, he insisted, wasn't human. It came from his neighbor's dog. The commands were relentless, whispering through the walls of his small apartment. The voice demanded blood and chaos, pushing him relentlessly toward unimaginable violence. Even after being caught and facing a courtroom, he insisted it wasn't just him. He was merely a soldier, taking orders from a higher, darker power. Was it a desperate lie or a terrifying truth? Because sometimes, the most powerful forms of control don't look obvious at all. In the small town of Klingenberg, Germany, a young woman named Anneliese Michel began a terrifying ordeal that would capture the world's attention. She started with seizures, and at first, doctors diagnosed her with temporal lobe epilepsy. But medication didn't help, and it didn't stop there. Anneliese claimed she heard demonic voices whispering to her, telling her she was damned. She refused food, believing that fasting would purge the evil within her, and reacted violently to religious objects. Desperate for answers and seeing her medical treatments fail, her family believed she was possessed. During dozens of exorcisms, they made recordings. These tapes captured her voice changing into something inhuman, speaking in different languages and tones. Starving and exhausted from the rituals, she got weaker and weaker, until she died from malnutrition and dehydration. To this day, no one agrees what really happened. Was it a case of profound mental illness, or a genuine battle with demonic forces?